All right, we are somewhat live with 55. We were recording. I had some technical difficulties over on Twitter and YouTube live streaming this tonight, but we want to make sure we got to it. We are going to record on Zoom, and I'll post this video tomorrow. But man, it has been. Let's see, today's Monday, a Friday night game. First of all, what was it like having your whole weekend open during the season with, were you able to watch any games on Saturday, being that you played on Friday night? When did you guys get back home? Were you able to kind of take it all in on Saturday, or was it a little bit different than that?
Yeah, so we got back at like 3 in the morning on Saturday morning and just slept in. And I don't think I left my couch. It's always nice to, feels like high school again, watching college football the whole day. And then, yeah, it was very relaxing and much needed. I was thankful to have that day off.
Yeah, so let's not confuse this glass of water. This is anything we drink these days is LU Kool-Aid. We're always on the positive side of things. But tough loss, man. It was a tough loss. I'll tell you, I was disappointed. I thought we had it together, um, and we just didn't play very well as a team. But what is your take on it? And I know that I've heard a lot of we need to learn from this, we need to grow from this. If that's the case, what are you learning and how are you growing to help you be a better player, and maybe the team something maybe the team is learning and growing through something like that. And look, you know, we're always going to be fans, or we're no, you know, we're always going to support the Flames, as I'm sure you're going to have the most professional answer I've ever heard to this question coming up. But what is it that you take away from a tough game like that? And if it's learning and growing, what are you trying to learn and grow as a player and then as a team?
Yeah, the first thing I took away is our team can fight with our back against the wall. We were put in a very unideal situation going down 14 points in the third quarter. And obviously not happy about the end of the game, but to see us battle back down 14, tied up, and have the guts to push through, that was awesome to see. When we say learn and grow, there's new things to learn and grow through every single week. So in that week, particularly, you're playing a Power Five opponent with bigger, faster, stronger guys in an environment that is super loud, and that provides new things to learn from. So now our communication on the field is going to be improved because we've played in a loud environment, and we learn through that, we grow through that, and we find things that work and things that didn't work and adjust to that. So just the experience for a lot of the young guys, dealing with the loud crowd, bigger, faster, stronger guys, I think we definitely puts us in a better position down the road in the season because we've been in a difficult situation, an uncomfortable situation. And I think we will definitely come out better because of it.
So one more question about Syracuse, and then we'll flip the script over to UAB, who's coming up. Huge game coming up this Saturday. But with Syracuse, the defensive line, what problems did they present to the offensive line? Was it the schematics? Was it the overpowering? Was it just the communication problems you were talking about? What was some of the things that presented a problem for the offensive line on Friday night?
I would say it had nothing to do physically. I thought we did moved them off the ball in the run game, and but I would say communication and there were some times they do a lot of slants and a lot of twists and stuff. They got us a couple times, which you knew going in that was going to happen. And but I would say communication and then their movement was a little bit of an issue. But besides that, I think we played all right, but obviously not good enough to win.
This is one thing I've learned about Freeze and his time here at Liberty. I guess it was his third season, something like that. I've learned that he kind of capitalizes on these types of things with the whole team. And what's been the mood with the team, and how have you guys? So for me personally, as a fan, I'm going to hold on until kickoff at UAB on Saturday. But you guys don't have that luxury. You pretty much have to basically flush it, for he says, immediately and kind of move on. It's a season you have to prepare every week, and college football is so unique. You only get 12 opportunities to do this thing. But so how do you do that? How do you flush something like that and prepare for what I think is one of the best teams we'll face all year, if not the best we've played so far? I think is what Freeze said in his press conference. So how do you as an individual, how do you flush this type of thing? And then as a team, is there an exercise you go through, or is there just some conversations you have to have with your room, or is it a whole team getting together and saying, all right guys, on? What is the kind of the process for flushing something like that and moving on?
First off, you're correct. This is a very, very good team. And I think something that our team has noticed, that I noticed today, is we respect them very highly, which is a good sign, because that's going to mean the guys will be preparing like they should and get ready for this game. As far as flipping the script, it's just kind of something you learn to do as you continue to play. And Saturday and Sunday, it bit at me, and I was upset about it and not happy. But after you watch that film and get the corrections made, it's out the door, and you immediately start, you literally go from watching the last play of the game and you start watching UAB's defense. So watching them and seeing how they line up, what kind of schemes they run defensively, and coming up with our plan to attack them.
What has been your experience like so far through 4 games, with having, I guess, the super seniors? I know they call them Dirty Tom and Tristan, and these guys have been kind of, the offensive line hasn't changed a lot, which is pretty unique. I mean, being that cohesive of a unit. What has your experience been like playing with super seniors so far this year, in terms of just like, maybe even in this situation where you're kind of flipping the script? Here we are Monday night recording this. How have having those guys and yourself, I mean, you're a sophomore, redshirt sophomore, but I consider you, I mean, you've been around the program for a while. You're you're going to be one of those super seniors one of these days. And it's like, how have having those guys get through something like this, and just in general, and how nice has it been to have their leadership and their play too? I mean, they've been playing pretty well so far this season. How would you kind of assess that and kind of say, yeah, this is definitely where they help out?
Yeah, it's been huge to have them. I was sitting there thinking the other day, I'm like, man, I can't imagine not having them, because our entire dynamic would be completely different, not even close to what it is now. And obviously, aside from them being, 4 really good football players with a ton of experience off the field, it helps me and the other guys because they've been through so much and they've seen so much. They know how to ask the tough questions. They know how to find the answers. They know how to go throughout your business when something like this happens. And, taking that wisdom from them is huge. And it will only help me and the other guys become better because of it.
Yeah, that's really cool to hear. So before we go any further, I want to mention our sponsors. This is sponsored by, this Live of 55 is sponsored by RT Rogers. Good friend of mine, Greg Rogers. He's the owner. He is a Liberty alumni, strong supporter of the Liberty Athletics. It is RT Rogers is an ASO agent. They were established same year as Liberty in 1971. They basically are energy distribution, states. They keep thousands of commercial and industrial customers on the move every day, regardless of the fueling needs or location. They bring fuel, exceptional service, and leading expertise right to you. I had to read that because I'm not good enough yet to memorize all that. So, Brendan, that'll be on you next week to read that. So practice up, memorize if you need to. But I will say this about RT Rogers: they deliver fuel in West Virginia in some of the most tough places I've ever seen a propane or a diesel fuel truck get to. So they definitely get fuel basically anywhere. All right, last question for you here is about you personally. What are you studying at school, and what do you plan to do whenever you graduate here? I mean, you're going to grad and still have how many years of eligibility left? So are you going to go to grad school? Are you going to try to, what is your plan? Do you have a plan yet? Or are you just kind of coasting through, or what's the deal with you off the field as a student?
Yeah, so I've actually already graduated with 2 degrees. I have one in finance and one in sales and sales and marketing. So I graduated with 2 degrees, and I started my MBA in business at the beginning of the season. And with 3 years left of football, I'm plan to get that done within about a year and a half. And I don't know what the next step degree-wise is after that, after football. I love talking with people. I love building relationships and the whole concept of business, whether it's finance, sales, real estate. So I don't know exactly what path I'd like to go in. I like the concept of all of them and being involved in them. So that's something I'll make, a priority in a couple years, but just build my skills in those areas and continue to network with classmates and learn some more material is the goal right now.
Yeah, man, you're killing it. You're absolutely killing it. You're doing awesome with these live with 55s. I can definitely tell that you've got some polished skills here. And you know what, man, I will tell you that in this kind of thing where you're getting in front of a camera and talking, answering tough questions about a hard loss, dude, it has helped me in my personal career more than you would know. I do this a lot with my job. I get in front of a lot of people, talk about tough situations or any this can definitely help with that. But you're killing it. Hopefully you have some success on the football field this year, and then I know that you will have some success off the field. But hey, appreciate it all the time. Sorry for the little bit of cheer, and we will catch up with you on Saturday is at UAB. So we will be talking to you again next Sunday evening, and hopefully we have a game. But as always, man, we're always going to be fan them. We're huge fans of 55. We watch you every play. So what I'll do is I'll watch the game kind of for the game and just focus on as much as I can. But I always go back and rewatch and watch the line, watch your play. So I had actually Googled how to grade an offensive lineman. So I've been grading you. And shocking, I might be off, but I had you graded out pretty well against Syracuse. So keep it up, man. You're doing well, and always appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right.